Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. As you would have seen in the thumbnail and title, today I'm going to be covering the recent Ants on a Rock event, which I went to. So this stand that you just seen was belonging to Inverts of Interest, which are great at getting people into inverts. So if you have a family member or friend, I definitely recommend them this shop. And while the event might look a bit barren at the moment, trust me, it got a lot busier. And of course, we couldn't miss out the Ants on a Rock stand. As soon as this is his event, I'd like to feature it in here. And he's even one of the only 2 suppliers in the entirety of the UK that has ant lions. And of course, he had tons of species, ranging from massive Camponotus all the way down to tiny Texamorian. And here's another Lignoperdo colony that he has, which are, by the way, massive, and all of the Nicobarensis. And he even had this massive Texamorian bicarinatum colony, which basically just reproduce with their own elates, so they'll get infinite, queens, which is quite crazy, but it was a little out of my budget. And of course, he also had Lasius flavus and Lasius niger. But something that I didn't expect from Ants on a Rock, he actually had isopods at the show, which was quite interesting. And he was also selling some nice nests. And there was lots of merch. There were wristbands from the event, there were also tote bags, and there were cups, but that wasn't all of it. And now you might be able to see what I mean when I said it got a lot more busy. And also, I thought I'd include this cool little clip of Batman holding a stick insect. While I didn't record every stand, I did get quite a few of them, and this is one of the more interesting ones. And yes, that is my hand next to this bug. It is literally massive. This is the biggest insect I've ever seen, and it's honestly quite scary. And I saw some pretty interesting ants. One that you guys seem to love the most, the colobopsis. And while this may not be Colobopsis truncata, this is still a very close relative called Colobopsis leonardi. And then also a massive jumping spider. And if you're wondering who had the Colobopsis, it was Baz Ants. I'd check him out if I were you. He has some pretty nice ants. And he also was selling some mantises. Like most other invert shows, this did indeed have a raffle. I didn't like many of the prizes, but I thought this terrarium was pretty cool. And no, I wasn't referring to this terrarium that the bullet ants are in. This is one of Tom's, or Ants on a Rock's, terrariums. I'll leave a link in the description that you can check out. And this is another colony that Tom had that you got gifted by Baz Ants. And I honestly don't remember what the species name is, so sorry about that. But they look pretty cool. And many of you will have seen this species before, Camponotus CA02, the largest ant in North America, and they actually had it hit, which was really cool, along with many Manicarubida, tons of Camponotus, and well, basically every species that you can think of. And unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera, but over at Ants R Us, they had some incredible green weaver ants. They had 2 colonies that had 2 queens each, and yes, it is the very same species that Ants Canada has. And they also had 2 massive Asian marauder ant colonies, which was pretty cool. And if you've seen any other videos on this, it was probably from the one and only Scott's Inverts, which did come to the show and was pretty cool. So over the next few weeks, I'll only be covering the stuff that I bought from this event, so subscribe to stay tuned.